What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So, one thing that we've mentioned in the past that we haven't talked about maybe in a little bit? The Fed buyback. Is the Fed buyback still a thing with all this mainstream adoption in cryptocurrency? If the Fed was looking to decide to grab as much XRP as possible, do you think that us holding so much XRP that they're willing to buy it back for these larger prices, that they would need to buy it back for these larger prices? So I want to talk about that. I want to go through the theories and all of the information based on AI, right? They're going to break all of that stuff down, and then we're going to go through and give you my opinion. Now, my opinion may matter to some people, it may not matter to others, but I just want to talk about what could happen, what might not happen, and also the things that we're not seeing. That's behind closed doors, that's behind the curtains, the decisions that could be made or the decisions that already have been made. So if you guys could, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you guys want to check out my links down below for Patreon and Twitter, you can check out those links. They are in the description. If you also want to check out my link for BTCC, this is a platform that I've been using for a long time, right? I typically have a lot of platforms, whether it's Coinbase or Robinhood or Kraken or BTCC, but they all provide me with different things. BTCC provides me with the ability to leverage trade clearly, to be able to trade outright, to be able to demo trade if I'm looking to do something short term. So for anything that I want to gain right now, as well as maybe down the line and even further down the line, I can do that with BTCC. If you guys specifically use my link, you will get a 10% deposit bonus, as well as extra bonuses up to $10,055. Don't forget about my don't forget about the fact that you can get 40% lower trading fees. You can trade up to a 500x leverage. As well, but you can also trade no leverage, right? You can also demo trade. It gives you the ability to do so much more. Here's some examples of positions that I currently own that are experiencing some gains, right? I have Ethereum at a 10x leverage, Caspa at a 10x leverage, AVAX at a 10x leverage. All are up 300, 256% respectively. I'm also up 30% on my Jasmine coin investment, or $170, and then 90% on my XRP investment of 200. The investment was 253. It's currently $228 worth of profit. Now, if you don't know, I also took profit recently. So I took profit on the 10x leverages. I took $200 worth of profit, $175 worth of profit, and $271 worth of profit to give me my initial investment plus profit back. So if anything seems to happen, I could reinvest and have more of an investment in other cases, right? So anyways, if you guys are interested in having some of these gains or all of these gains or more gains, feel free to check out my link for BTCC down below. It does provide you with that opportunity to leverage trade a decent amount. But like I said, we've talked about XRP and the fact that the Fed buyback could be huge. The theory of the Fed buyback is interesting, right? It may go differently to some, but I think what we can do is go through AI, right? Just to kind of break that down, right? I typed in, is the Fed buyback still possible? I love Google AI, I love Gemini, and I honestly just love AI in general because they fully summarize things and breaks things down for you. A theory gaining traction in the crypto community suggests that the U.S. Federal Reserve might consider buying back XRP tokens potentially at a significantly higher price, like $37,500, to potentially establish a new global reserve currency backed by XRP. However, it looks like this is going back. However, this theory remains highly speculative and is not officially confirmed or supported by the Federal Reserve, which obviously, why would it be? If it was, everyone would be buying XRP. Here's why the scenario is being discussed. Ripple's technology and potential for cross-border payments. Ripple and its XRP token have been promoted as the fastest, cheapest alternative to traditional cross-border payment systems, potential for global reserve currency status. Some believe that XRP could eventually achieve a similar status to the US dollar or gold as a global reserve currency, which I do believe that could be the case, but it all depends. Ripple's recent buyback activity Ripple, the company associated with XRP, has conducted its own share buybacks, which has fueled speculation about future buybacks involving XRP. Important to consider, right? Important considerations. The ongoing legal battle between Ripple and the SEC, the SEC lawsuit against Ripple alleging the sale of unregistered securities could significantly impact the future of XRP, which we know that's not going to have a major impact in any way besides the clarity that we know that it could be. While proposing settlement was rejected by a judge, the resolution of the case will be crucial. Market volatility and uncertainty. The cryptocurrency market is known for its volatility, and XRP is no exception. Price predictions are often speculative and subject to rapid change. Official statements from the Federal Reserve. There have been no official announcements or confirmations from the Federal Reserve regarding any plans to buy back XRP or establish it as a reserve currency. It is essential for investors to understand the risk associated with cryptocurrency and investments, and to base their decisions on reliable and verified information. While discussing about a possible Fed buyback and XRP continues, it's crucial to acknowledge the speculative nature of such predictions. Now, breaking all of this stuff down, you understand what it can be and how it could be possible. Now, the issue that I have with it is that with all of the support for cryptocurrency in recent days and recent months, and the establishment of a reserve, right? To see Bitcoin reserve or see a cryptocurrency reserve that houses Bitcoin, XRP, many others that are in the top. There is instances to where we could say we're going to sell our XRP back if we hold enough. However, if you didn't see with XRP's pricing, right? If we go into where XRP is right now, XRP is currently at $2.82. We're seeing a $167 billion market cap, but more importantly, when we break down the supply, the current supply is sitting at 59 billion coins or 60 billion coins. So there are 40 billion coins that are left on the table that are going to be offered in general. Now, what could be the case is the fact that we don't see this buyback until all these coins are implemented, all these coins are out there, which majority of people will start buying because they will see what's going to happen there, right? But we could also see that the Fed is given coins from Ripple themselves to establish a reserve. Now, what the US always wants is dominance. So with them being able to control, let's say 20, 30% of XRP, because it is a US company, Ripple's a US company, that means that XRP is a US cryptocurrency. They would want to control 20 to 30%. That would give them the room or idea to establish this larger reserve and make it the world digital currency, because they are in control of 30%, 40%, 50% of the entire supply of XRP. Now, that would also require us to sell some back to them if they wanted to get 50%. So what would that mean? That means that we would sell it back to them at a higher price. The higher the price goes, we would sell it back to them. They would be able to buy it up and all of that stuff there. However, if they're given it from Ripple themselves, there's no buyback, and we'll see the movement based on use and based on desire, based on uncertainty and all of that stuff. But we won't necessarily see that $37,500 price point because we're not driving the price up by just holding it. Right? People see these prices and where they are, and they're ready to accept it. Right? So that's another downfall. Right? I would look at it as a downfall to say that that could happen. So if I was to break it down maybe a little bit simpler, what are the pros to say that this can happen? Right? We have a lot of people that are invested in XRP. It seems as though they're continuing to offer this to the open market for people to buy it. So as people are continuing to eat it up and buy more, we are seeing that you have the ability to offer that to the SEC or to the Fed to say you are going to buy this back because we are the only ones that hold it. And also, you look at the driving forces of that, the amazing use of it, the speed, the cost, the efficiency, the security, all of those things really drive towards the positive side of things. But if you're looking towards the negative side to say, how could these things not happen? Well, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. They could be essentially offering the Fed this much for a reserve. We could be seeing something within, you know, legislation that's like we are given this much out of U.S. cryptocurrencies, or we're taxing U.S. cryptocurrency, companies or something, payment companies. We don't know, right? The legislation could be in the writing, and we could see that happen behind the scenes, and then all of a sudden it's in front of our face. Some more negatives towards that could say that we may not see that high level of a price because many people, as investors, might decide $10 is enough of a price for me. I'm only in it because majority of what I had, I wanted to make a better living. And it's not about getting to $37,500. But I now, with a large holder, decide that I want to sell my cryptocurrency. That's a lot that's coming off the table, and a lot that can go back to the Fed, right? They can buy it back because it's at a cheap price and it's offered there, right? So for anybody that is greedy, which again, we look at cryptocurrency not just as a larger use case, but right now, specifically, we're looking at it as either a get rich fast type of thing, or a long-term huge outcome on this investment. But either way, it's the investment side of it. How much money can we make from XRP rather than how often can we use it, right? So seeing that may take away from what that overall price can get to. So while you see 37,500, you have to take off a zero or immediately knock off a zero because of the fact that people may be like, I'm going to sell it at 10. I'm going to sell it at 100. And that's the way that I feel as a person that is a larger holder of XRP. I have a certain amount that's earmarked for use, but I have a lot that's sitting over here for my standard exit plan. $5, $10, $20, $50, $100. I don't have much of a plan after $100. So seeing that majority of people might also see that, or majority of big holders might also see that, that may be a detriment to if we are going to see that 37,500. So immediately knock off a zero, and now you're looking at $3,750, right? Still a boatload of money, but you still have to go through scenarios of what people are going to do to keep it at those prices. Because remember, these markets, yes, they're built on who's using it and who's holding it, but it's also just built on what people are going to do with what they hold. I've seen it time and time again, and that's what I've done in my short-term investing strategies, my long-term investing strategies, my retirement accounts as well. So I want to know what you guys think about this whole Fed buyback situation. Is it something that is a reality, or are we putting in all these factors to now say that this may not be a thing and we still may see massive prices, but the $37,000 probably not going to happen? That's just up to you guys to let me know if you feel that way. But if you guys could, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links that are down below for BTCC. It's a great platform that I've been utilizing for almost a year at this point, and it's been giving me gains consistently. And I still have a $100,000 portfolio that I'm looking to get to, currently $97,000 away 1 month later. So anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.